C418 is better than Beethoven. Beethoven wrote 9 symphonies. C418 wrote the entire country of Sweden. Checkmate. So what if Beethoven composed practically deaf? That still has nothing on Droopy Likes Your Face. I'm on a music streak, so let's keep it going. Obviously, these composers are hard to compare. I mean, they're 218 years apart for starters, which is older than the United States Constitution, the Eiffel Tower, cars, airplanes, the internet, obviously. Beethoven is so old that he predates photography. We literally don't have a picture of the guy. I think it's cool regardless of the time, people are still creating. But I think I speak for most people when I say that C418 is a true legend of our time. And a lot of that can be attributed to Minecraft. But Minecraft would not be where it is without C418. Almost every song is recognizable, and each track holds deep memories to the ones who listen. The crazy thing is we can all feel nostalgic for something, but for completely different reasons. No one has the same memory, but yet it all hits us. One person can hear Sweden and remember building a dirt house with their older brother. Another remembers staying up till 3 a.m. talking to friends they'll never see again. Someone else remembers escaping to Minecraft through a rough day at school. Nostalgia usually belongs to the individuals. You miss your hometown, you miss your school, you miss your childhood, you miss your hometown. But somehow C418 makes nostalgia that's collective. Millions of people can hear the same piano and say, that reminds me of home. And I don't think that happened by accident. I think there's something different in the way that C418 makes music. And I think that's exactly why these songs have stayed with us for so long. And that's not to say that composers like Lena Raine are absolutely incredible. But when I listen to them, I'm reminded of great music. When I'm listening to C418, I'm reminded of my life. And a lot of that has come down to how the music is used. Most game soundtracks tell you exactly how to feel. Boss fight, epic orchestra. Emotional cutscene, slow piano. Victory, huge fanfare. But Minecraft doesn't do that. Most of the time, the game is almost silent. It never demands your attention. All you hear is the footsteps, birds, the wind, or your pickaxe echoing through the cave. Then, without warning, a track like Sweden fades in. The music never demands your attention. It simply arrives. And because of that, you don't associate it with a scripted moment. You associate it with whatever you happen to be doing. Maybe you're building your first house. Or you finally found diamonds. Or maybe you're just walking through the forest. You don't remember hearing Sweden. You remember where you were when Sweden happened. Ads, bro. All the time. Do we even care about the ads on the TV? Probably not. Whatever. Ads are stupid. Okay, so far we haven't peaked like that much, hopefully. Because that's like the biggest issue with this whole thing. Alright. You don't remember hearing Sweden. You remember where you were when Sweden happened. A lot of games can't do that. Take Gareth Coker, one of my favorite composers of all time. His work around the game Ori is amazing because the music is written around a story. Every swell, every choir, every crescendo exists to elevate the narrative. Even if you haven't played Ori, you can get a picture on what is going on based on what is happening in the music. Gareth Coker scores the game's story. C418 scores a player's journey. Minecraft barely has a scripted narrative. Every world is different. Every adventure is different. C418 wasn't composing one story, he was composing millions of them. And that's why millions of people can hear the same melody and say, that reminds me of home, even though none of them are remembering the same home. And I think that's where C418 and Beethoven are actually more alike. No composer was writing music to sound impressive. They were trying to make people feel something. The difference is Beethoven had to create these emotions through the music itself, and C418 had a little help through Minecraft, where he had an entire world for people to live in. So is C418 actually more talented than Beethoven? Honestly, I don't know. Beethoven changed the history of music, changed the lives of millions of childhoods. Those aren't the same achievements. But if art is measured on how deeply it embeds itself in people's lives, I don't think putting Beethoven and C418 in the same conversation is nearly as ridiculous as I stated in the beginning. But if you made this far, thank you. These videos are some of my favorite projects to make and I love making them. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.